Last night, Donald Trump said something that no other president could ever be stupid enough to say to Congress, that foreign countries pay the Trump tariffs. And the Republicans in the audience flunked that public intelligence test by clapping for that line, which included the utter Trumpian madness that tariffs could replace the income tax.
And as time goes by, I believe the tariffs paid for by foreign countries will, like in the past, substantially replace the modern-day system of income tax, taking a great financial burden off the people that I love.
Republicans set a record last night for stupidest standing ovations in the history of a State of a Union address, and they did it right there, clapping for foreign countries pay American tariffs and replacing the income tax with tariffs. Completely impossible. Foreign countries, of course, do not pay the Trump tariffs. The tariffs are sales taxes paid by Americans and only by Americans, as the Supreme Court has now put in writing, in its opinion, declaring the Trump tariffs an unconstitutional and illegal tax on Americans. Nobel Prize-winning economist Paul Krugman writes that the Trump speech was a false and completely unpersuasive portrayal of where we are. In her Democratic response, newly elected Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger left midterm voters with this very simple question.
So I'll ask again. Is the president working to make life more affordable for you and your family? We all know the answer is no.
Joining us now is Democratic Congressman Brendan Boyle of Pennsylvania. He's the ranking member of the House Budget Committee and a member of the powerful House Ways and Means Committee. Congressman Boyle, it is just, he's been saying foreign countries pay the tariffs all over the place, but not there. He doesn't say it to Congress. I believe this is the very first time he said that directly to Congress. And insanely, he got zombie applause from the Republicans.
Yeah, my Republican colleagues determine their ideology in one simple way. Whatever their dear leader Trump says is what they now view on any given issue. And it's amazing how much the Republican Party has changed under Donald Trump from the one that you and I have known our entire lives. The Republican Party is now back to the party that existed over 100 years ago. And that is a party that is isolationist, protectionist, and nativist. And I don't think that change is going to all of a sudden revert itself once Donald Trump leaves the scene.
So Donald Trump has said he's going to replace his unconstitutional tariffs with other unconstitutional tariffs. And what he's invoked for doing it, it would be an illegal form of doing it that way. 63% oppose Donald Trump trying again to institute more unconstitutional illegal tariffs.
Yeah, that's not surprising. I mean, those poll numbers are overwhelming. Also not surprising because the American people are the ones who are paying this de facto national sales tax. And, cumulatively, if you take all of the tariffs that Donald Trump has unilaterally, illegally imposed over the last 13 months, they represent, Lawrence, the largest tax increase in American history. Didn't happen under any Democratic president. It happened under Donald J. Trump over this past year. So now, as I go back to Congress, I think the next battle is very simple. Will we give this money that was illegally taken from the American people back to the people? The White House says no. His plutocrat Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent scoffs at the notion. I think 100% of Democrats in Congress are the same view on this. It's the American people's money. They deserve to get it back.
Yeah, I mean, the question for any Republican running for Congress or the Senate is, where's my refund? Where's my refund? I've been paying these Trump tariffs. Where's my refund?
I think it's a pretty powerful and simple message heading into the midterms that those of us on my side of the aisle will be using. We want to give you your money back. Donald Trump illegally took it from you. A 6-3 conservative Supreme Court actually overruled him and sided with Democrats on this issue. I don't think 3 of those 6 conservatives on the court suddenly became flaming liberals overnight. They at least, or half of them, are intellectually honest enough to recognize these tariffs are, of course, unconstitutional. Let's give the people their money back. Donald Trump and his congressional Republican enablers say no.
The way Governor Spanberger answered her own question of, is Donald Trump really trying to make things better for us? And the way she said it, we all know the answer is no. Was very powerful when I heard it. She just kind of unified everyone listening to that, saying as if it's unanimous. It's not unanimous, but it is a majority, a very heavy majority into the 60th percentile who believe Donald Trump is not trying to help.
Yeah, I mean, I think people now, a solid majority, get it, that Donald Trump lied to them over a year ago when he campaigned in my state and the other battleground states, saying that his number one priority was going to be lowering costs for the American people, and that, in his words, he would do it on day one. Well, we're into day, 400 some odd. He hasn't done it. In fact, the situation has gotten worse, not better, and it has gotten worse specifically because of his own policies.
Pennsylvania Congressman Brendan Boyle, thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Thank you.